The film opens with Lily Bloom's return to her hometown of Pletherham, Maine, after her father's passing. She comes to offer comfort to her mother, Jenny, who is grieving. However, when it's time for Lily to pay tribute to her father at his funeral, she's overcome with emotion and unable to speak, ultimately deciding to walk away. Lily Bloom starts a new chapter in Boston, where she moves into a new building. One day, while sitting on the roof, she encounters Ryle, a neurosurgeon who is visibly frustrated and vents his emotions by throwing a chair over the balcony. Noticing Lily sitting near the edge, Ryle approaches her and they engage in a conversation. As they open up to each other, Ryle reveals his attraction to Lily and expresses his desire for a physical relationship. In response, Lily shares a personal experience from her past, including losing her virginity to a displaced high school student, and makes it clear that she values meaningful connections and doesn't engage in casual relationships. Just as Ryle is about to make a move, he receives a work call and they part ways, with Lily suggesting that their encounter may be a one-time chance meeting. The scene flashes back to the mid-2000s, where a young Lily prepares for school. She notices Atlas, a homeless boy, rummaging through the trash outside her window. She buys food for him and leaves it outside his squat. The next day, Atlas thanks her, and Lily invites him to her house when her parents are away. They bond over TV and start to develop a romantic connection. Back to the present time, months later, Lily prepares to renovate the flower shop after receiving the keys. Alyssa, a woman who saw the Help Wanted sign, walks in and quickly befriends Lily. She hires her on the spot, and they work together to fix up the shop before its grand opening. As the flower shop opens, Alyssa invites her husband Marshall and her brother to visit. Ryle and Lily have an awkward reunion, but he soon begins to pursue her romantically. He showers her with attention, sending flowers and messages, and eventually asks to walk her home. In a bold move, he requests a kiss in exchange for leaving her alone, and they share a passionate moment. However, she decides to maintain her independence and walks home by herself afterwards. In another flashback, Lily is shown working in her garden with Atlas. He reveals that he overheard Andrew verbally abusing Jenny the previous night, which she confirms is a frequent occurrence. He comforts her. Alyssa and Marshall host a party, which Lily and Ryle attend. As the night progresses, they return to his apartment, where they share a romantic moment, but she reaffirms her decision not to take their relationship to a physical level until they are in a committed relationship. Ryle respects her boundaries and offers her comfortable clothes to sleep in. The next morning, Alyssa visits and finds them together, but they clarify that they did not sleep together. Seizing the opportunity, Ryle formally asks Lily to be his girlfriend, and she agrees. As they continue to date, feelings deepen, and she starts to genuinely fall for him. Another flashback reveals young Lily and Atlas on the school bus, enduring nasty comments about his homelessness. She, enraged, stands up and delivers a fierce verbal takedown of the bullies, defending him and their friendship. Her bold stance earns cheers from classmates. Later at Lily's house, he expresses gratitude for her support. Their conversation turns intimate, leading to a near-kiss moment, interrupted by Andrew's sudden arrival home. At the Roof restaurant, Lily introduces Ryle to Jenny. Unexpectedly, Atlas appears as their waiter and also the restaurant's owner. He and Lily have a private chat to catch up. He makes up a fake girlfriend named Cassie. Unaware of this deception, she is just happy to reconnect with her old friend. Later, on a double date, Alyssa and Marshall announce their pregnancy. She then discloses to Lily that they had an older brother, Emerson, who died young. Later, Ryle is cooking a frittata for Lily in their apartment when he inquires about a heart tattoo on her shoulder. She dismisses it as a foolish high school decision. However, the food starts burning, and in the chaos that follows, he accidentally elbows her in the eye while trying to remove the pan. In her distress, she unintentionally knocks him into broken glass, causing him to cut his hand. Both of them apologize profusely, with Ryle being more remorseful. The couple reluctantly meets their friends at Roof, with the woman attempting to cover up her noticeable black eye with makeup. They successfully downplay the incident as an accident to their friends. However, when the woman steps away to the bathroom, the restaurant owner confronts her about the injury. She defends her partner, insisting that the incident was not intentional. After the confrontation, she finds Ryle is a heated argument with the Atlas. The altercation finishes with the owner demanding they both leave at once. In the last flashback, Lily recalls a moment with Atlas when they grew closer for the first time. Their time together is violently interrupted by Andrew, who barges in and savagely attacks him. The assault is so severe that Atlas is hospitalized, and she doesn't see him again until their paths cross unexpectedly at Roof in the present day. He visits Lily's flower shop to apologize, mentioning he had tried to come earlier but left when he saw Ryle. He leaves his number in case she needs anything. Later, she tells Ryle about her father's abuse, making him feel even worse about what happened in the kitchen the other night. Alyssa gives birth to a baby girl, and Ryle proposes to Lily in the hospital room. She accepts, and they get married quickly. Her mother expresses her disappointment over the phone for not being invited. Later, Lily overhears a noise and finds that Ryle has thrown a lamp after discovering Atlas's card. Although she reassures him that nothing is going on, he storms off. When she tries to stop him, he grabs her arm and throws her down the stairs, knocking her unconscious. She wakes up with a head injury, and Ryle claims she slipped, as she seemingly doesn't remember what happened. Later, Alyssa excitedly shows Lily that her flower shop has been featured in a magazine's list of the top 10 best new businesses in Boston, ranking at number 7, while Atlas's restaurant is named number 1. At home, he brings up the magazine to highlight his interview where he talks about the inspiration for his restaurant, referencing someone special from his past, whom Ryle soon realizes is Lily. Atlas also mentions a carving he made in a tree, which connects to the tattoo on her shoulder that he had previously noticed. As the conversation becomes tense, Ryle's behavior turns aggressive, and she, feeling threatened, manages to escape the apartment. Lily, visibly distraught, goes to the restaurant, where Atlas immediately helps her and takes her to the hospital. There, she discovers she is pregnant. Afterwards, he brings her to his apartment, and she realizes he isn't seeing anyone else as she had previously thought. Over dinner, Atlas shares that years ago, he had been planning to take his own life until he saw her through her bedroom window, which made him change his mind. Her small acts of kindness, like bringing him food, made him feel like she saved his life. When she's ready to leave, he drives her home and tells her to find him when she's ready to love again. Lily opens up to Alyssa about everything that happened, leaving her heartbroken over her brother's actions. When she asks about Emerson, she reveals that, as children, Ryle and Emerson were playing when they found a gun in their father's room. Not realizing it was loaded, he accidentally shot and killed Emerson at just 6 years old. The tragedy has haunted him ever since, making it difficult for him to connect emotionally. Alyssa hopes that one day Lily might forgive him, but she firmly states that if she chooses to stay in the relationship, she won't be able to maintain their friendship. Later, moves into a new house to prepare for her daughter's arrival, with Jenny helping her set everything up, including assembling a crib. Ryle visits, wanting to help, but also urging her to return to his apartment. When she gives birth, he is present, and she names their daughter Emmy after the Emerson, which deeply affects him. Afterward, Lily tells him that she wants a divorce. Despite his attempts to change her mind, she insists that her decision is for Emmy's well-being, to shield her from Ryle's anger. He eventually concedes and leaves the room. Lily then assures Emmy that the cycle of abuse stops with them, declaring, "It ends with us." Later, she takes Emmy, accompanied by her mom, to visit Andrew's grave. Over the years, Lily manages her flower shop and raises Emmy on her own. During a trip to town, she unexpectedly encounters Atlas. After a friendly conversation, they confirm that they are both single, hinting at the possibility of rekindling their relationship.